motivation, in my opinion, comes from setting the right goals. If you set goals that are not meaningful to you, or are pointless, or they are not aligned with your true self and what is truly meaningful to you, then of course it's going to be difficult to have that energy to complete these goals. But obviously, as adults, we also need to do things that we don't want to do. So that's where the real motivation comes in. So I think in terms of things that we don't want to do, it all comes down to, in a sense, detachment, or running on autopilot in a sense. So you don't put that much attention to things that you don't want to do. You just do it. And why is it easy? Because all other time you are spending on doing things that are meaningful to you. So you're not kind of wasting your energy, right? The more you complete the goals, the more you complete these goals that are meaningful to you, that matter, that are aligned with your values, right? The more you're building skill for being disciplined. So the moment you cross over one thing, the one goal that you're having for this day, that's how you're building your discipline, basically. So motivation will come from that. What can prevent us from being more disciplined and getting things done is, as I was just talking about, getting stuck in one reality tunnel. So losing the vision of the broader picture of our lives and our personalities, our capabilities, and what matters to us. So being stuck in the reality tunnel, disconnecting ourselves from the present moment. So daydreaming, dissociating, spacing out, zoning out, distracting ourselves with nonsense, being pulled into different things that are useless to us in a sense. So all these kind of distractions actually are a manifestation that we're not really having things under control. We just go along with anything that comes into our awareness, comes into our attention. So disconnection from the present moment, distractions. I think also lack of planning and not having goals for ourselves. So not knowing what we want or where we are going and why we are going. Which actually I think it kind of ties into not knowing ourselves sufficiently. So if you don't know yourself, if you don't know what sort of things are useful to you, are meaningful to you, what sort of things could make your life better on all levels, not just in terms of feeling better or chasing this hedonism, but also provide you with safety and meeting all your needs, not just the physical one, but also emotional one, and needs for creativity and connecting with other people. So not knowing yourself, lack of presence, lack of planning, getting stuck in some reality tunnel, all these obstacles can prevent us from being more disciplined, from obviously getting things done. And I was going to say one more thing on this list. I would also put laziness. So laziness, many people associate it with simply not doing anything, not wanting to do anything, right? So laziness is this general idea that we don't want to spend our energy. We don't want to spend much effort, right? Might procrastinate. We might feel like, all right, I'm going to do it tomorrow, which kind of ties into procrastination. And actually, I personally don't believe in laziness. I think it's a completely abstract construct removed from this grounded reality, from this practical reality, right? Laziness, actually, whoever developed this concept was a very lazy person, in my opinion, because laziness doesn't tell us anything about our situation or about someone else or about the situation we are in. I think that laziness actually, or generally being lazy, when someone is lazy, I think there's very good reason why they're not doing something. So actually laziness could be broken down into this underlying obstacles that we were just talking about. So for example, not having clear goals, being completely distracted, being stuck in some reality tunnel, some interpretation of our experience, or being stuck in some belief system or our thoughts or our feelings, right? Laziness could be also associated with not knowing ourselves sufficiently. So what is it that we want? What is it that truly matters to us? And what is it that we would like to have more of? And most importantly, I think, knowing ourselves is about knowing what is it that we need. So if we can't meet our needs, everything else, is going to go to pieces, because first and foremost, we need to be able to take care of our needs, right? And there are theories in psychology which say that basically most of our behavior is driven by our unmet needs. So unless we meet a certain need, be it a need for creativity or connecting with someone or feeling understood, you name it. It could be anything basically. Unless we meet that need, we're gonna be stuck with this impulse, with this drive, right? And if we don't know ourselves sufficiently, it's gonna be like a loop. So basically, mentally, we might be not aware of that need, so we might distract ourselves, have some compulsive behaviors, some addictions, drinking, video games, you name it, right? Watching TV, watching YouTube. But underlyingly, under the surface, unconsciously, we'll still experience that need that would push us to do something. So it's like, being completely stuck in that situation. So again, laziness could be any of these things I just listed, right? So laziness in general sense doesn't tell us much unless we understand ourselves, understand our situation, and what is it that prevents us from moving forward and from getting things done.